Hello friends, in this video tutorial we are going to take a look about the 1D, 2D and 3D bodies in analysis. Let us see what they are. So any object that you take in this world generally has three dimensions, which is going to be the length, breadth and the thickness. Okay, depending upon the significance of these three dimensions, we can classify the bodies as 1D, 2D and 3D bodies. Okay. For example, let me consider something like the box like this. So it has got a length, it has got a breadth and it has got a height. Okay. So length is much greater than 0, breadth is also much greater than 0 and height is also much greater than 0. So all these values are really significant and they are not comparable, right? So this might be about 10, 100 mm, 100 mm and 100 mm maybe. So what happens is we need to define length, breadth and the height in order for me to draw this box. So this is called as a 3D body and also termed as a solid body. On the other hand, let me take an example of a paper. A paper is a very thin material for which the length is going to be significant, the breadth is also going to be significant, but the thickness, in spite of the fact that it exists, it is going to be very small when compared to the length and the breadth. For example, the thickness of a paper might be as small as a micron, right? Few microns. So in these cases, if I define the length and the breadth, it is sufficient for me to make this geometry. So this is called as a surface body or a two-dimensional body. Third body is a little interesting to understand when it comes to CAE. What it is? So let us consider something like a shaft, a solid shaft. This shaft is generally, the length of the shaft is generally in meters. Let us say, for example, in this case, it is about 4 meters. Whereas the cross section will be as small as about 10 mm by 10 mm or maybe 15 mm or 15 mm, or even if it is 100 mm by 100 mm, let us imagine slightly bigger cross section, because this might be actually a very small value. Even if it is 100 mm by 100 mm, the length of the shaft is 4000 millimeters. When compared to that 4000 millimeters, the length and the breadth is going to be very small, in the order of some 100 millimeters. So in these cases, I can just treat the whole shaft as a single line, like a line body, like how it has been represented here. It's a mere line with forces acting at these vertices, correct? So I have simplified a three-dimensional body into a line body as a one-dimensional body. So these bodies are what are termed as line body. So why is it very important for us to understand this concept? This is because we have to reduce the complexity of the problem. For example, you have a 3D body in the form of a beam. So if you're going to take up structural analysis courses with us, we will be doing a project where we will say that a 3D body and the 1D body results are going to be same. What I'm trying to say is, if I have a three-dimensional body like this, so this is actually a three-dimensional body, I can just draw this cross section and extrude it to 4000 millimeters. Then I'm going to get the shaft. But the thing is, like, ANSYS gives us a provision where we don't need to perform the analysis on it, but we can just draw a line for 4 meters for 4000 millimeters, and you can just carry out the analysis of, on this line. So what we have actually done is that we are now treating a 3D body as a 1D body. So what this actually does, what is the advantage means, when you're going to treat a body as 3D, the mesh size is going to be really high and it is going to take a lot of time to solve the problem. But when you're going to treat it as a one-dimensional body, the element size is going to be really small and the number of elements are going to be really low and the analysis will happen much faster. So don't worry about the mesh density and words like that. In the forthcoming videos on meshing, those things will be clear. But all the things that you need to understand at the moment is that if the breadth and thickness is much less than the length, very small when compared to the length, then we can treat that body as a one-dimensional body. So these are the differences between solid body, surface body and the line body. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.